Happy Halloween, October 31st. Amazon Prime, Thursday Night Football. We got the Houston Jets against the Houston Jets. The Houston Texans against the New York Jets. And we got, let's see here. The Texans will be at New York at MetLife Stadium, 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. And the odds of the Jets winning is very low, obviously. I don't think anybody on planet Earth will be thinking that the Houston Texans will lose to the New York Jets. But, hey, this is the NFL. I say this every single time. It's Thursday. I'll say any given Sunday, but it's Thursday. So, any given day, whatever NFL teams is matching up, either team can win. It's possible either team can win. It's the NFL. It's a competitive league. Stuff happens. Sometimes a team could just go out and just execute their game plan, and bam, they can win. But we got the Houston Texans. They are, they are first in their division in AFC South. They are 6-2, standing above the Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans are sitting comfortably at the top of their division. It's a very weak division. The only team that could possibly, they lost this week. Give the Houston Texans, they lost against the Texans. The only team that could possibly give them a run for their money is the Indianapolis Colts. I highly doubt that will happen. The Houston Texans, like I said, they're rolling. They're pretty all right. They're doing all right. So I'm obviously going to give you my predictions. But right now we'll go over some things. The injuries. Who do we have? Azeez Al-Shur. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is out with the knee. We got Jaret Patterson, Houston Texans. Well, Azeez Al-Shur, if that's how you pronounce his name. He's a linebacker for the Houston Texans. He's out. Jaret Patterson, offensive lineman. He's out. Concussion. Damian Pierce, running back. He's out. Growing. Jimmy Ward, safety. He's out. Growing. Stephon Diggs, obviously everybody here knows about that situation. He's on IR. He's done for the season. He has a knee issue. Mario Edwards Jr., defensive tackle. So he may not be playing tonight. Mario Edwards Jr. He may not be playing. So, and that's all for the Houston Texans. The New York Jets, we got Kenny Yeba, he's questionable at tight end. Ashton, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing these guys' names. Ashton Davis, safety, he's out with a concussion. We got Morgan Moses, offensive lineman, questionable with the knee. C.J. Mosley, he's out with the neck issue. Tony Adams, he's out with the hamstring issue. Leki Fotu, he's out with the knee issue. Chaz Surratt, he's questionable for a heel issue. Alja Vera Tucker, he's out with an ankle. The guard, Alan Lazard, he's out with the chest issue. And Greg Zuerlein, he's out with a knee issue for the Jets. That's the injury report. And we got, let's see, the stats leaders. Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud, he's coming to this game with 1,948 passing yards. Aaron Rodgers is coming to this game with 1,896 passing yards. And C.J. Stroud has 11 TDs for the season, 243.5 yards a game, 4 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers, he has 12 touchdowns for the season, 7 interceptions this year, and 237 yards a game. And Rodgers is throwing a lot of picks this year, and that is very uncharacteristic for Aaron Rodgers. He's having a huge off year. Joe Mixon has 503 rushing yards for the season, 5 TDs. Breece Hall, 428 rushing yards, 3 TDs. Joe Mixon is averaging 4.9 average rushing yards a game. Breece Hall is averaging 3.9 rushing yards a game. Stephon Diggs, it's unfortunate he's out for the season. 496 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, 47 catches. Garrett Wilson, 573 receiving yards, 51 catches, 3 touchdowns. So Garrett Wilson is having a really great year so far this year. So now we got The Houston Texans are 14th in the league in points scored per game. The New York Jets is 25th in the league in points per game, scored per game. Total yard points. Well, let's do points against per game. The Houston Texans, their defense is 15th in the league, and the New York Jets is 11th in points against per game. Yeah, standing at 21.3 points a game. And the total yards per game, Houston Texans are 9th. Jets is 24th. Total yards against per game, the Jets is 4th. And the Houston Texans is 2nd. So yeah, teams put up a lot of yards, total yards per game. Passing yards per game, the Houston Texans is 8th in the league. The New York Jets is 13th. Passing yards against their passing defense, the Houston Texans is 3rd, and the New York Jets is 2nd. Rushing yards per game, the Houston Texans is 18th. Jets is 30th. Sacks, Houston Texans are 3rd. Jets is 4th. Time of possession per game, the Houston Texans is 1st in time of possession. The New York Jets is 17th. Interceptions, the Houston Texans is 7th, and the Jets is 28th. So we can talk about the recent games, like what's going on recently. The Houston Texans has won 4 of their last 5 games. The only team that they have lost to was against the Green Bay Packers, 24-22. They beat the Colts 23-20. New England 41-21. Buffalo 23-20. Jacksonville 24-20. Jets, obviously, they lost all their games, all their last 5 games, 25-22, 37-15, 23-20, 23-17, 10-9 against Denver. All right, I'll tell you the teams they lost. They lost 23-17 against Minnesota, 23-20 against Buffalo, 37-15 against Pittsburgh, 25-22 against New England. So, the Jets, they're terrible. And I think that losing streak is going to continue. The only thing, I didn't think that the Houston Texans defense was going to be as bad as they are. They're not terrible, but I thought their defense probably would be a little better than what it is. But it's whatever. I mean, if I'm going to give my predictions for tonight's game, obviously I think the Texans is going to win this game, and I believe this game. I believe the prediction could be. I'll probably say maybe 26-23. Yeah, I think the Houston Texans. Yeah, it'll be 26-23. Obviously they lost Stephon Diggs. That's going to hurt somewhat, but it's not going to hurt them a lot. They still got Tank Dell. They got Nico Collins. Mixon is in the mix. So they're still going to be fine. So their offense should still be fine. The Jets, you already know about them, but I think they can put up 23 points tonight. So yeah, I'll say 26-23. That's going to be my pick, and yeah, let's see what happens. So I'll do a Thursday night football recap, after the game. We'll talk a little bit about it, go over some stuff. And we're moving right along with this season. It's week 9. It's the start of week 9 tonight. So happy Halloween, and we'll be back soon all day. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me your thoughts on who you think might win tonight as well. I would like to hear that.